Thank you, Mr. Chair. I rise with pleasure to talk about this government's economic record as the Deputy Chair of the Finance and Expenditure Select Committee. We had the Minister of Finance through talking to us recently about appropriations, and of course I paid close attention to the budget and the triumphs that have emerged from the way that we've managed our spending, because this is a government that is responsibly managing its finances. Right. We have a clear plan in difficult times to manage the finances, to get on top of debt and to return to surplus, and we are doing it. We are delivering. Look at our results so far. A growing economy, 2.4% growth. That's higher than many other developed countries. We've got after-tax wages up 22% since we took office. That's more than twice the inflation rate. We also have the lowest mortgage interest rates for 50 years. The lowest interest rates for 50 years. That is a tremendous achievement. And people on this side of the House understand and realise exactly what kind of a difference that makes to people's lives. Unlike the bozos and the angry birds over the other side who bray and heckle from the back benches without any idea of what they're doing. Tax reforms are another area where we have achieved, encouraging savings and investments. What have we done with jobs? 50,000 new jobs created over the past 2 jobs. Pay attention to that, why don't you? 90-day trial to give employers incentives to hire another staff member. And that's resulted in tangible results. 13,000 jobs have been created. There have been thousands of jobs created throughout the government's infrastructure investment, and there are thousands that are needed and are going on at the moment to help rebuild Christchurch. What have they done, on the other hand? Labor and the Greens, the naysayers, the people who say no to everything. They say no to 13,000 jobs in the 90-day trial. They say no to 1,000 jobs in the International Convention Centre. Thousands of jobs on the roads of national significance. Labor's failings over the time that they were in the Treasury benches have been well documented. I look at health, for example. Now, health was one of the big real spenders, actually, in this budget. The Honourable Bill English delivered on the promises, and when it came to putting and allocating money up, they've been able to save and really reprioritise spending in the health area. And that's made a huge difference, for example, in the area where I come from, in the North Shore. Under the Labor government of 9 long years, we saw that the Waitemata DHB was one of the very worst performing in the country. People were in corridors for days. They went to Australia to get treatment. It was a woeful and dreadful situation, and understandably people in my electorate were unhappy about that. What we have done with the reprioritised health spending, some $88 million in the current year and over the next 5 years, what we have done with it is redeploy it. When I look at North Shore Hospital, I see a new elective surgery unit that opened last month. We have a renal unit. We have far better cardio care than we have ever had before. Taharoto, the mental health unit, which was in a woeful state of disrepair, consistently ignored by the Labor government, now more than $20 million has been allocated to rebuild that facility, and it is very much needed and a very much wanted resource. I look at the Waitemata DHB and I see a hospital in particular that's really benefiting from the medicines being made safer by electronic prescribing. The Honourable Tony Ryle was in the electorate a couple of weeks ago, and he's looking at how staff are prescribing and administering medication electronically using mobile computers called cows. And these cows, which are computers on wheels, are doing a wonderful job. It's been trialled at North Shore Hospital. It's cut down on the accidents. It's cut down on incorrect medication. It has been a triumph. Electronic prescribing eliminates the risk of errors, and it has been very well received and very well trialled in my area and will be rolled out to others. In fact, just last month, the prescription team at the North Shore Hospital were named the Hospital Pharmacy Performer of the Year. That was in the 2013 Pharmacy Awards.
The debates, we should focus the debate on the area at which the estimates are on, which is finance. And I think the member, by all means, can make comparatives, but we should come back to that. And much of what the member is saying is for another vote. So if we can focus on finance, I would really like to keep us on track.
Thank you, Mr Chair, for that timely reminder. I was carried away enthusiastically by the wonderful achievements that have happened as a result of the successful budget reprioritising, which the Minister of Health did speak to us about at the Select Committee and which I questioned him on. But point taken, when I look at what we have done in terms of responsibly managing the finances, my colleague Paul Goldsmith has actually gone into some detail around our books being in good shape. I've talked about jobs. I'd like to look at how we're getting back into surplus as well, because under our strong economic management we are very much on track to return to surplus in the 2014-15 year, and New Zealand will be one of the very few developed countries that can do that.
Honourable David Parker.
Sounds like the National Party's just discovered email.